What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Stray. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna just keep going like this. So, this is Videogamedunkey. It just popped up on recommended. And, God, when I was younger, I cranked through all that man's videos. I swear. If not, I missed, like, what, a handful. Like, going through his channel. Like, I watched every single one of his videos. And this is a new one. And I haven't watched them since. Like, it's just been a while. I don't be on YouTube like that no more. But just seeing his name like on my recommended brought back memories, and this man was hilarious. So let's see if anything's changed. I mean, his content's always been great, and
Stray is the
if
new
anything, I'll
game
put
from
y'all on
publisher Annapurna. But is this new game really the cat's meow, or are gamers being led astray? Let's get this out of the way. In this game,
His
you
puns
play as a semi-realistic 3D cat. Just for that, this game is an automatic 10 out of 10 for most people. Honestly, one of the best games I've played. Gorgeous game, I've had no crashes. Cat, this is what innovation looks like. The best indie game I have ever played. The question I want to pose is, would people still care about this game if you didn't play as a cat? No, they wouldn't care about this at all, but you do play as a cat, and the cat is fun to control. Stray does a pretty good job of capturing that signature cat-like slinkiness. Your movements are very nimble, and a big part of that is because the game cheats for you a lot. Crossing a beam or a cliff is a foregone conclusion. You don't have to balance yourself. The cat is just going to cross it perfectly every time. Jumping is very knack-like.
We've de-emphasized jumps within that
Knack.
context.
To jump somewhere, you just look at where you want
The
to land,
motherfucker's
press
still
A,
on
the cat
knack.
bounces there automatically. If that sounds limiting, that's because it is. But
Wait,
it
he
also
said what?
And the cat pounces there.
That man just fucking meowed, and that shit, like, I was impressed that the cat meowed.
Text.
To jump somewhere, you just look at where you want to land, press A, and the cat pounces there automatically. If that sounds limiting, that's
I heard that and I was like, whoa, revolutionary. I don't know what.
because
Anyways.
it is. But it also keeps the game's pacing in check and ensures that players of any skill level can slide around with grace. Even though you aren't fully in control, there's a real novelty in exploring the world as a cat. You can say this. You can say this. There's a meow button. Because you're so small, things like a stack of books or a chair or a pulled-out drawer become your platforms. You can crawl through tiny vents and holes with ease. You don't even have to slow down. The cat just ducks his head down and slides right through. There's a satisfying slipperiness in how you can so easily traverse through even the most cramped and awkward terrain. However, this is not a game that is going to wow you with its mechanics. They are there to mitigate frustration and draw your attention to the fancy graphics and great sound effects.
So it's like a visual
The
game, more
animation on the
cinematic.
cat as he winds up his jump
Kind of makes sense. Like, how crazy can you make a game that's like about being a cat? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess it could go crazy, but like, oh, they could have had cat fights. Wait, that would have been like an action game. That's my $1 million idea. Don't take that shit. I'll
leap, the subtle pitter-patter of your paws on the pavement, the way you can dart through a crack in the door. In a game like Stray, those little extra touches go a long way, which is a shame because there's a lot of little things where the developers definitely cut some corners. You can knock all sorts of items off of tables and ledges, but these items don't have a proper sense of weight to them. Sometimes when you're rounding a corner, you get this slick animation. Other times, the cat will awkwardly rotate his entire body. This was here for the whole game. Robots don't have a stair climbing animation. Sometimes items will magically fly into the cat's mouth. Sometimes instead of doing a cool animation, the screen just fades to black. Oh, ta-da, it happened off screen. Because some of the animations are so lifelike and believable, the constant snapping and rough edges really stick out. In a larger, more gameplay-focused game, I wouldn't even bother mentioning this kind of stuff, but Stray is only 5 hours long and is very clearly emphasizing its presentation over everything else. Something that I really appreciate about games in this genre like Inside, Journey, Flower, Abzu is how they are able to communicate
Is there a game
their
about
stories
Flower?
entirely through visuals and sound. Stray is the odd cat out here with its reliance on cheapo text boxes which feel like a lame band-aid to cover for missing content. While I did enjoy prowling around its cyberpunk setting as a cat, that's really all Stray has to offer. This is the type of game that should be open.
I just noticed, like, he usually, I mean, like, he does do reviews, you know, like, that's kind of the thing. But, like, they're really, like, clown the game kind of in his own way, you know? But like this is really like a review. Like he's saying like the game's alright. It's kind of trash, but like it's cool. It's alright. Like he's saying his cheeks without saying his cheeks. You feel me? Like it's. I mean, it's cool. I just like I'm listening to what he's saying. It's like he's really just like he's informing me. I don't know. Maybe I just forget. But like I feel like this is the most like straightforward he's been, because he's usually always like giving you information, but in a way that's like backhanded towards the game, or in like a funny way. From what I remember, that's
overflowing with Easter
I don't know. I just feel like it's really
eggs,
informative. This one.
which just aren't there. The developers play their entire hand very early and struggle to fill this very short game with enough twist and surprises. What the story kind of fails to acknowledge is, I am a cat. Why am I being positioned as a selfless Gordon Freeman type hero battling head crabs for the betterment of civilization? If a cat was going to save the world, it would either be on accident or because they wanted to drink some milk. For an indie game, it's hard to stomach how many elements here feel ripped from the Ubisoft playbook. Stray is not even in the same ballpark as a masterful cat game like Bowser's Fury, nor is it as theatrical and moving as other games in its genre. But, I mean, come on. It's better than Bubsy.
It's better than... Salute, okay. I enjoyed the video. It was nice to, go back to, watch his content. It's been a minute. I'm glad this popped into... I would have not thought to, look him up, so I'm glad it did. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully y'all go peep more of his content. He's got some really good stuff on there, I forget the names of it. I just remember Videogamedunkey laughing my ass off when I was younger. So, y'all should peep it.